is up, everybody? This is Kyle from the TF Review, here with a review of the San Diego Comic-Con 2011 exclusive Transformers Prime First Edition, Optimus Prime, Matrix Prime, Prime Rib, and Prime Time, Primadoodle, Doodlethon, whatever you call it, dude. This thing is a Transformers Prime First Edition figure. Let's do a review of it. So here is the packaging for the Transformers Prime First Edition San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, and blah, blah, blah. He's got this really nice artwork on the front, which is, of course, Optimus Prime's chest. On the corner, you've got San Diego Comic-Con 2011, ages 5 and up, Hasbro. And right here, you've got this, of course, the logo, Transformers Prime First Edition, Optimus Prime, which is, of course, a big magnet. We'll get into that a little bit later. On the side, of course, Transformers Prime First Edition. I really like this silver. On the back, holy crapola, look at this artwork. One day an Autobot shall rise from our ranks and use the power of the Matrix to light our darkest hour. So that is, in fact, very, very epic, but I kind of think it's a little bit ironic, the fact that Optimus Prime is right here doing that. He's lighting their darkest hour with the Matrix of Prime. So, you know what? I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it's just a little error. On the top of the packaging, of course, more embossed. It says Optimus Prime. Beautiful silver. And that's pretty much the packaging. And then you take this gigantic freaking magnet. There's no reason this thing has to be so big. So if you want to put it on your refrigerator, you'll probably never be able to take it off. And then you can fool your friends, tell them your fridge is a Transformers Prime First Edition Optimus Prime toy. Let's throw this aside. You open up Optimus Prime's chest to reveal the fact that he is pregnant with a baby version of himself and the Matrix of Leadership, which of course looks very G1 in its aesthetic. This panel, of course, it talks about the Decepticons ran rampant across Cybertron, destroying or subverting all for which the peaceful population of the world had worked. The planet lay in ruins, growing darker and colder as the energy requirements of the vast armies that huddled in the rubble of the once great cities, it sucked it dry. The survivors, desperate to stop the destruction of their homes, world, found themselves on the run and leaderless. And of course, watch Transformers on TV, Hub World, blah blah blah. You got, little picture, all the cast, Megatron, Bulkhead, Ratchet, Optimus, RC, Bumblebee, and then Starscream in the back. So yeah, nice little, Cliffjumper. I don't know what he's doing. And on this side, of course, it talks about the Matrix. It got the same artwork. But I really don't care, and I don't want to read that because I suck at reading. Now let's take the actual figure out. You can pop this out, and it is very much so badass. It's a deluxe class box shaped like the Matrix of Leadership. Now that is very epic indeed. If you want to, you can wear it around your neck. It comes with this, not lanyard, but just Velcro. You can take it off if you get over it, like I just have. And it's got a very cool little Autobot design. I don't know if you can see it too well. But throw that aside. Inside, you've got the regular instructions. These things aren't anything special. And lots of thunder. Lots of thunder. They must have a bad storm or something. So now I've gotten the giant box out of the way. Let's focus on the actual toy packaging. It is, of course, shaped like the Matrix of Leadership, like I said before. Turn it around. You got the same artwork that they used a couple times more. I mean, they must have paid a lot of money for whoever did this art because they're using the hell out of it. And yeah, let's open them up. Now, when you open them up, you got to be careful because all of the gold foil that's on the Matrix, it just shits. It just shits right out. Oh, it's like it's been waiting to take a dump. It's been waiting to dump out this figure, which, you know, completely understandable once I get into talking about this figure. And yeah, all you're left with is this. So let's get everything out of the way and let's talk about this figure. So here we have Optimus Prime in his truck mode. He's got a little bit different of a truck mode. It's a lot more modern. And it looks pretty good. It's got the gun on back. I mean, there's not really a lot to say. It's fairly basic. If you're familiar with Transformers Prime, you know what this is. I mean, he definitely has problems. Mainly the front side of him. If you can't already tell, he doesn't exactly clip in all the way. I mean, he is a first edition toy, which means he's gonna have problems with the transformation. And there are some quality issues. I mean, it doesn't feel quality. It feels, it does feel a little bit cheap, which there's no excuse whether it's a first edition or not for that. But look-wise, he's nice. He's got nice silver paint. I'll get into why I think he feels cheap a little bit later. Now, to transform Optimus, what you want to do is you want to take his gun, just throw it off to the side. And then you want to take this top part in front, and it'll lift up, and fold it back. And then basically right now is when we fold out the feet. These parts, of course, will become the front of his legs. Just fold it down. You can split it right now if you want. Fold it down. It'll clip. And then you want to take this black little piece and straighten it out. Split his legs. And then this right here is where his gun mounts to. That you just fold back. And there you pretty much have his legs. To transform his upper body, what you want to do is you want to take the front wheels, his front wheels, and just pull them apart like that. Give him a little turn. Now you have to lift up his head, which is one thing I don't like. Usually I like the head reveal to be one of the last things, which is kind of a bummer, but it doesn't really bother me that much. And then you want to rotate his legs 180 degrees, like so. And now we can form his backside. You just take it, you fold it together, and his smokestacks, they unpeg and then peg sideways. It's sort of unique, something I don't think I've seen before, but it's nice. It looks good in robot mode. Then you take his front wheel, fold it up. It's got a 45-degree joint. Folds up, and then you just peg it in, and there you have his backside. Lastly, for his arms, and his arms are big pain in the butt for me. You want to split the front side. He's got this whole mechanism that's just, it's a little bit ridiculous, to be honest with you. You want to straighten it out. And then it lifts up, and it covers the front side. He's got the windows right here, but in robot mode, it is covered up by sort of a facade, which is kind of weird, but not bad. Then you rotate his arm, and then to form his hands, you just want to take the front side of this, and then he folds around. And then he folds around. And you want to rotate it so he has the pointy thing facing up. You take the front piece, and then you loosen it up a tad bit, and you fold it out like that. And now you want to take these two little hinge pieces and fold them upwards so they're pointing in. And now you're able to click his window in, if you can get it. There you go. And here we have Deluxe Class Optimus Prime. From a mold perspective, he looks really nice. I really like his head sculpt. Let me see if I can show. His head sculpt's definitely one of the plus sides of his robot mode. And pretty much all in all, it's decent. It's not spectacular, but it's not bad. One thing that did kind of bother me was you flip it over. I really like the construction and the way this is set up. The problem is he's got this giant square backpack on his back. And now you flip him back into robot mode. It's something that I cannot unsee. It's a little dark in the video, but it's definitely something that I can't unsee, and that bothers me. He's got ridiculously long arms. He's got a nice sculpt. His legs are greatly sculpted. His chest is really nice. His arms, they look pretty cool. I mean, it's a cool figure. It's just the construction. The inside, his whole chest area is all hollow. It's just the construction, the quality, the transformation. I just don't think it's up to par with a lot of other recent stuff. For articulation, arms move in and out, rotate 360 degrees. He does have a bit of a waist swivel. Arms bend back. His wrists are on a ball joint, which is cool. Legs also on a ball joint. Got upper thigh swivel. Bends at the knees. And his feet are also on they're on two joints, on a ball joint and a pivot joint, which is for the transformation. So he's got a decent amount of articulation. He does come with this weapon, which is obviously a placeholder for the Comic-Con exclusive, because it's just terrible. It really is. The plastic is cheap. I really don't like this thing at all, but for now we gotta live with it. It just pegs into his hand. His hand sort of goes in, and he's got a gun. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention his head is on a ball joint. So that concludes my review of the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Transformers Prime preview figure. It's a nice figure, really nice display. I mean, I buy it for the display. He's going back in the box the second this review is over. But the figure itself leaves a lot to be desired. It's not terrible, like I've heard some other reviewers say, but it's not great at the same time. Stay tuned for more reviews, movie news, you name it. Follow me on Twitter at the TF Review. Please subscribe, and thanks for watching. Later.